Hi everyone. For today's video, we will discuss the second derivative test, SDT. So the function y equals f of x is a maximum at x equals a if first derivative f prime of a equals 0 and f double prime of a, so this is the second derivative, is less than 0. So maximum if the second derivative of a is less than 0. That means negative. Okay, and then the function y equals f of x is a minimum at x equals a if f prime of a equals 0 and f double prime of a is greater than 0. So maximum when second derivative is negative, minimum when the second derivative is greater than 0 or positive. So note that if f double prime of a equals 0 or if f double prime of a does not exist, then SDT fails, and under this particular situation, we may use the FDT or the first derivative test. Okay? So I already uploaded the lesson for first derivative test. Okay? So let's start. I have three examples. So number one, find the value of x for which the function y equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x minus 3 is a maximum or a minimum. So we're just looking for the value of x, not exactly the maximum point and minimum point. Okay? So let's solve this. So first step, get the derivative. Okay? So let's differentiate this. So we can replace y with f of x. Okay? So first derivative f prime of x or y prime, that is equal to, so just bring down 3. So we have 3x and then subtract 1. So we have 3x squared. Minus, multiply this 2 times 6. So we have 12. Subtract 1 to the exponent. So we have 12x. Plus derivative of 9x is 9. Derivative of negative 3 is 0. Okay? So next step, equate the first derivative to 0 and then solve for x. So to find the critical numbers. So we have 3x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. All the numerical coefficients are divisible by 3, so we can divide both sides by 3. 3x squared divided by 3, we have x squared. Negative 12x divided by 3, so we have negative 4x. And then 9 divided by 3, we have positive 3 equals 0. And then solve this by factoring. So factors of x squared, x and x. Factors of positive 3 such that the sum is negative 4, so we have negative 3 and then negative 1. Now equate each factor to 0. So x minus 3 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. So solve for x, add 3 to both sides. So therefore x equals 3. And then for this one, add 1 to both sides. X is equal to 1. So we just need to solve if x equals 3 is maximum or minimum, and then x equals 1 is maximum or minimum. So let's get the second derivative. Okay, so second derivative, f double prime of x equals, differentiate this, just multiply this, 2 times 3, we have 6x, subtract 1 to exponent, so to the 1, x to the 1, or simply x, minus derivative of 12x is 12, derivative of 9 is 0. So just substitute 3, so we have to the second derivative, f double prime of 3 equals, so replace x with 3, so we have 6 times 3 minus 12. So we have 6 minus 3 is 18 minus 12. So the answer to this is positive 6. So therefore, greater than 0. So therefore, this is a minimum. Okay? So minimum at x equals, at x equals 3, minimum. And then substitute f double prime of 1. So substitute 1 for every x in the second derivative. So we have 6 times 1 minus 12. So we have 6 minus 12, that is equal to negative 6. So that is less than 0. Therefore, less than 0, maximum at x equals 1, and minimum at x equals 3. So let us draw the graph to find out if our answer is correct. So I will just show you the graph. I will use GeoGebra. Okay, so just type in the function. So we have x cubed, and then minus 6x squared. So we have 6x squared plus 9x. So we have plus 9x and then minus 3. So minus 3. Okay. So this is the graph of the function. Okay. So as you can see, our answer is correct. So we have, okay. So we have minimum at x equals 3. So this is x equals 3. So we have minimum, decreasing, and then change to increasing. So this is the lowest point on this part. Okay? So this is the minimum point and then maximum at x equals 1. Okay? So this is the maximum point. 1, 1. And then the minimum point is 3. We have 3, negative 3. So we can get the value of y by replacing 3 and 1 to our function y equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x minus 3. Okay, so next example. Next example, number 2. Find the relative maxima and relative minima of y equals x to the fourth plus 4/3 x cubed minus 4x squared by applying the second derivative test. This time we will solve the point. So we have relative maxima, so that is the maximum. Plural for maximum is maxima, and then minima for minimum. Okay? So let's use the second derivative test. So get the first derivative first, f prime of x equals, so derivative of x to the fourth, so we have 4x cubed plus derivative of this, so multiply 3 to 4/3, so 3 will cancel out, so we have 4x, subtract 1 to the exponent, so we have 4x squared. Minus, so multiply this, so we have 8x, subtract 1 to the exponent, so 8x. And then, solve the critical number by equating the first derivative to 0, so we have 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus 8x equals 0. So we can divide both sides by 4 since all the numerical coefficients are divisible by 4. So we have x cubed plus x squared minus 8 divided by 4. So we have 2x equals 0. So we can factor out x. So all terms have factor of x. So factor out x. So we have x times x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. And then solve this, x squared plus x minus 2 by factoring. So factors of x squared, x and x. Factors of negative 2 such that the sum is positive 1. So we have positive 2 and then negative 1 equals 0. So equate each factor to 0. So x equals 0. So this one of the critical number, x equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. And then x minus 1 equals 0. So solve for x. Subtract 2 to both sides. So we have x equals 2. So another critical number. And then add 1 to both sides. So we have x is equal to 1. Okay. So next is, let's get the second derivative. Second derivative, f double prime of x is equal to, multiply this, 3 times 4, we have 12x, subtract 1 to the exponent. So we have 12x squared plus, so multiply this, 2 times 4, we have 8x, subtract 1, so we have 8x, and then minus, derivative of 8x is negative 8x is negative 8. Okay? So let's find out if these are, okay, so I will just plug in my, okay, so let's substitute the critical numbers 0, 2, and sorry, this is negative 2. This is negative 2. Substitute this 0, negative 2, and 1 to the second derivative. So we have f double prime of 0. So we have, so substitute 0 for every x. So we have 12 times 0 squared plus 8 times 0 minus 8. Okay? So I'll just plug in negative 2. So f double prime of negative 2 equals 12 times, replace this, negative 2 squared plus 8 times negative 2 minus 8. And then let's plug in f double prime of x equals 1. So 1 equals 12 times 1 squared plus 8 times 1 minus 8. Okay, so we're just looking for the sign here. Okay, so this is 0, another 0. So therefore, negative 8. So less than 0, therefore, this is, if less than 0, that is a maximum. Okay? So maximum at x equals 0. And then f double prime of negative 2. So let's solve this. Negative 2 squared. So that is positive 4 times 12. So we have 48. And then minus 8 times negative 2. So we have 16 minus 8. So obviously this is greater than 0. Negative 16 minus 8, that is negative 24. So 48 is greater. So greater than 0, therefore this is a minimum. Okay, so minimum at x equals negative 2. And then f double prime of 1, we have 1 squared is 1 times 12. So we have 12. 8 times 1, so we have plus 8 minus 8. So this will cancel out. 12 is greater than 0, so therefore another minimum. So we are looking for the relative maxima and relative minima. So let us solve the point. So substitute to the f of x. Okay? So y, so this is f of x. So substitute the critical numbers 0, negative 2, and 1. Okay? So to get the point. So we have f of 0, f of negative 2, and then f of 1. Okay, so let's substitute to this equation. So we have x to the fourth. So we have 0 to the fourth plus 4 thirds. 4 thirds x cubed. So we have 0 cubed minus 4x squared. So we have 4 times 0 squared. Okay, so substitute negative 2. So we have negative 2 to the fourth plus 4 thirds 0. Oh, sorry. So this is negative 2 cubed minus 4 times negative 2 squared. And then last one, so we have 1 to the fourth plus 4 thirds, 1 cubed minus 4 times 1 squared. Okay, so let us solve. So for this, all 0 raised to any number, that is 0. So we have x equals 0 and y equals 0. So this is a maximum point. Okay, so maximum point. And then for x equals negative 2, so let us solve negative 2 to the fourth. That is equal to positive 16 plus or minus 2 cubed, that is 8. 8 times 4. So we have 8 times 4, so we have 32 over 3. And then minus 2 squared is 4 times 4, so we have 16. So this will cancel out. This will cancel out. So therefore, we have negative 32 over 3, or that is equal to negative 10. Negative 10 and 2/3. Okay? So y equals negative 10 and 2/3. So this is a minimum point. Okay? Minimum. Okay, so this is minimum point. And then at x equals 1, so let us solve. 1 to the fourth, we have 1 plus, so 1 cubed, so it's still 1. And then we have 4/3 minus 4 times 1 squared, so we have 4. So let us solve this. So we have 1 minus 4, we have negative 3. Negative 3 plus 4/3. Okay, so what's the answer to that? Negative 3 minus 4/3. So negative 3, this is 9 over 3. So negative 9 plus 4, so we have negative 5 over 4. Or that is equal to, y is equal to, in mixed number, so this is negative, oh sorry, why it became 4? Negative 5 over 3, so that is equal to negative 1 and 2/3. Okay? So let us plot let us draw the figure, the equation, the function y equals x to the fourth plus 4/3 x cubed minus 4x squared. So to show if our answer is correct. Okay, so let us delete this first. So we have x to the fourth. So I will just type in x to the fourth plus 4/3 plus 4 over 3 x cubed minus 4x squared. Okay. Okay, so this is the graph. So according to the graph, oh, okay. So based on our graph, so we have 0, 0 is maximum because increasing and then decreasing. So this is the maximum point on this interval. Okay? And then we have at 1, x equals 1. So we have 1 and this point is, okay? So negative 1.67 or that is negative 1 and 2/3 to be exact. Okay? So this is a minimum point. So based on the graph, our answer is correct. So minimum, maximum at 0, 0, minimum at 1, negative 1, 2/3. So another minimum point here. Okay? So another minimum point here at negative 2. So this is negative 2 and then this is negative 10 and negative 10 and 2/3. Okay? The negative 10 and 2/3. Okay? Negative 10 and 2/3 or negative 10.67. Okay, so that means our answer is correct. Number 3, find the relative maxima and relative minima of f of x equals x times square root of x plus 3 by applying the second derivative test. Okay, so first step, let's differentiate, get the first derivative, f prime of x. Okay, so let's use product rule. So derivative of uv with respect to x, so we have uv prime plus v u prime. Okay, so we have just copy this first function x and then differentiate this. We have direct formula for square root of u with respect to x. So the derivative of this is 1 over 2 square root of u times derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, so I apply this. So we have 1 times 1 over 2 square root of x plus 3. And then times the derivative of x plus 3. Derivative of x plus 3 is just 1. Okay? And then we have plus the square root of x plus 3. Derivative of x, that is 1. Okay, so let us just simplify this. So we have x times 1 times 1. So we have x over 2 square root of x plus 3 plus square root of x plus 3. Okay? So let us simplify this. Let us simplify this. We can combine this. Let's put denominator to this second term to make this similar. Or we can multiply this both by our denominator. Okay? By our denominator, 2 square root of x plus 3 over 2 square root of x plus 3. So that they are now similar fractions. Okay? So first derivative, f prime of x equals, we can just combine the numerator since they are now similar fractions. So we have 2 over square root of x plus 3. So combine the numerator. So we have x plus, if we multiply this, we have square root of x plus 3 times another square root of x plus 3. So that will become square root of x plus 3 square. And then we get the radical and the square will cancel out. Okay? And then we have 2 times x plus 3. So we can distribute. So we will have plus 2x plus 2 times 3. We have 6. And then let's simplify. So let's simplify x plus 2x. So we have 3x plus 6 over 2 times square root of x plus 3. Okay? So this is our first derivative. So now let us solve the critical number. So equate this to 0. Equate the first derivative to 0. So we have 3x plus 6 over 2 times square root of x plus 3. That is equal to 0. If we multiply both sides of the equation by our denominator, 2 times square root of x plus 3 multiplied to 0, it's still equal to 0. So in short, the denominator will just cancel out and then we just solve the numerator. So we have 3x plus 6 equals 0. Solving for x, we have subtract 6 to both sides. So we have 3x equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 3. Therefore, we only have one critical number, and that is -6 divided by 3. So we have -2. So this is our critical number. So let's find out if this critical number is a maximum or a minimum. So using the second derivative test, so let's differentiate this again. So this is our first derivative. Differentiate this, so we have f double prime of x. So apply the quotient rule. So we have derivative of u over v with respect to x. So the formula for that is the denominator v, derivative of the numerator u prime minus the numerator u, derivative of denominator v prime over v squared. Okay. So let's apply that. So we have, just copy the denominator 2 square root of x plus 3. Okay? Times derivative of the numerator. Derivative of the numerator is just 3. Okay? So just multiply by 3 minus the numerator. So we have 3x plus 6. Don't forget the parentheses. And then let's differentiate this. So differentiate this. So the numerator or the denominator. So just copy the constant 2. And then derivative of this. So we have 1 over 2 square root of x plus 3. So just apply this formula. Okay? And then times derivative of x plus 3 is just 1. So simplify, we can cancel out the 2. So we have 2 times, multiply this, so we have 6 square root of x plus 3. Or we forgot the all over the v squared. So the denominator 2 square root of x plus 3 squared. Okay? So simplify. So 2 times 3, we have 6 square root of x plus 3 minus, we have 3x plus 6 over the square root of x plus 3, and then all over 2 square root of x plus 3 square. Okay? So no need to simplify this because we are only interested with the f double prime of our critical number -2. Okay? So let's not simplify this, just substitute -2. Okay? So if we substitute -2, so we're going to have f double prime of -2. So we have 6 times square root of -2, square root of -2 plus 3. Or I will put we don't have enough space, so I will just put the f double prime of -2. I'll substitute directly in this part. So we have, this will be -2. And then this will be -2. And then we have -2 here. -2. And then another -2 here. Okay, so let's simplify. -2 times 3, -2 plus 3, so we have 1. And then we have 6. Minus, this part will be 0. 3 times -2 is -6. Plus 6, so we have 0 over square root of 1, so it's still 0. Okay, so I will just write 0 all over, so we have 2 times square root of -2 plus 3, we have 1. And then if we square that, we are only interested with the sign. Okay, so we have 6 minus 0, we have 6 over, we have positive in the numerator, and then this is also positive for the denominator. If we distribute, so we have 4. So that's positive. So therefore, that is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, that means x equals -2 is a maximum. So maximum, x equals -2 is, the function is maximum at x equals -2. So let's just solve the value of y when x equals -2. So substitute -2 to this function. Okay? So we have f of negative 2, we have substitute negative 2 to this, to the values of x. So we have negative 2 times square root of negative 2 plus 3. So therefore, we have negative 2 times square root of negative 2 plus 3, that is 1. Okay? So therefore, we have our maximum point, or greater than 0, that means the other. If greater than 0, that is minimum. Okay? So this is minimum point. Okay, so minimum point at x equals negative 2, y equals negative 2. So this is our x equals negative 2, y equals negative 2 is a minimum point based on the second derivative test. So let us find out if our answer is correct. I will plot this in let's plot the function in the GeoGebra. So we have x, our function is x times square root of x plus 3. Just type in x plus 3. Okay, so this will be our graph. Okay, so based on our graph, our answer is correct. So this point is negative 2. Okay, so negative 2, negative 2. So minimum point, because it is decreasing, and then from negative 2, it became decreasing to increasing. So this is the minimum point, the lowest point on this part, negative 3 to 0. And then it extends indefinitely upward. So therefore, we only have one critical number, x equals negative 2. So our answer is correct. The point negative 2 is a minimum point based on our graph and based on the second derivative test. Okay, so that's all. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe and push the bell button so that you will be updated on all my upcoming videos. Bye-bye and God bless.